This channel must never be considered a substitute for advice provided by a doctor.
Hola darlings, mommies with tummies but not just. So in today's video I'm gonna cover 10 best full body stretching exercises. Although you're not pregnant or you're a man, these exercises are more than welcome to be included into your daily, remember that, daily routine, guys. They're very relieving exercises, trust me. You just have to start to implement them either into your already existing workout routine, either to start off with those. I'm gonna focus more onto us pregnant ladies. Why? Just because we need some adaptations when it comes to exercise. Also because during our pregnancy we also experience cramps, we also experience some hormonal changes due to relaxin, which is the hormone that is getting us ready for the delivery, and we're going to work our laxity into our joints. With all that being said, quick reminder, there is no such thing as no pain, no gain. So we don't want to feel any bit of a pain. Also, I'm gonna put in the description link down below, the link that gets you to the warm-up. Because we want to start with a warm-up. Warm-up, actually, it's a bit more dynamic stretching. Yeah? So we want to work our way throughout the exercise, so we're gonna end up with the static stretching. We're gonna start from top to bottom, and we're gonna start off the first one out of the 10, the traps. Okay, the traps are the muscles in here. Unfortunately, I haven't met any person on this earth, right, and I met you, not to have tensed traps. Why? Mainly because we forget to stretch them, because we're ignoring the stretching exercises. And throughout the day, it's impossible not to put a bit of pressure, a bit of tension without realizing. Now, what we want to do, how can we stretch that? Remember, these exercises are only if you are a healthy person. So if you know yourself, you're having any kind of deficiencies when it comes to muscle, when it comes to spine, please do double check with your doctor or with your personal trainer. We want to do these exercises, guys, in front of a mirror. Why? Because we want to have our shoulder line very nice and straight, equal. From here, we want to pull our head towards the side, and with that hand, we can help a bit. What we want to pay attention to is the opposite shoulder. If it's coming after us, it's not good, okay? So we want to pull it as low as we can, so we can feel the stretching here onto our traps. Breathe in, breathe out. If we wanted to take it to the next level, yeah, what we can do is from this position, we can lift our arm, pulling the fingers towards ourselves, and we're going to feel the stretch even better, even more, all the way throughout our arm. So again, we don't want to come after us, we want to pull it as low as we can, we want to pull the fingers towards our. Breathe in, breathe out, and also always remember we do have two sides. If we feel any difference in between left to right, yeah, we can always work out a bit more or a bit longer. We can stretch it, the one that feels a bit tighter. For the next exercise, we're gonna need a wall as a support, because we will gonna support ourselves against it. What we want to do is go a bit higher than the shoulder line, and we want to pull our glutes back as much as we can, and we want to stretch our shoulders in here and our back as much as we can. Breathe in, breathe out. This feels so good, ladies, right? Now I'm calling all my third trimester ladies in here, and please let me know, how do you feel that? How do you feel the baby's weight just, I don't know, falling apart from your own? Breathe in, breathe out. Relax as much as you can. If you feel any pain into your shoulder joint in here, don't go as low. Just go as much as it feels nice and releasing for you. Moving on to the chest stretching in here. You're going to be using a wall. What we want to do is our arm to pass the wrist joint. So that's to be behind the wall. And from here, we're going to turn our body against the wall. Now, very important, what I want you to pay attention to is your shoulder to be as low as you can. The lower it is, the more you're going to be feeling the stretching into your chest area, as well as straps. If you're pulling forward and higher, you're going to feel a bit of a stretch into your shoulder, but it's not the best option. Okay, so now we're focusing on to the chest. So we just want to pull it as low as we can and turn as much as we can. Remember, try to work your way out. Don't pull all of a sudden. Just nice and slowly. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we're changing sides, okay? Okay, next exercise. We're going to be doing from a sitting position. What we want to do here is just to be our ankle on top of the knee. First and foremost, we want to make sure that we do have contact with both glutes onto the chair or bench or sofa, wherever you want. And from here, we want to turn around as much as we can as we exhale. Yeah, so breathe in, and as we exhale, we want to turn around as much as we can onto the side of the bent leg in here. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now we're going to swap legs. Remember, we want to turn around as much as we can, but having contact with both glutes onto the chair. Also, we want to make sure our knee, the top one, we're going to try to push it as much as we can towards the floor. So, this feels so good, trust me, you have to try it. Okay, next one, from the same sitting position, and also we're going to be putting the ankle on top of the knee. So from here, we want to inhale, and as we exhale, we want to go as much as we can. We're going to go towards the side of the top leg. So, this feels so good. What you want to pay attention to is to have contact with both glutes and make sure the right glute, for instance, now as I'm sitting in here, the right one is not coming after the arm, okay? So always make sure you're pushing the glute onto the chair as you're pulling the top arm. So what we want to feel is the stretch from up here all the way down towards the piriformis. Now we're going to swap legs, and we're going to do on this side as well. Going a bit slower, we're going to focus now onto the glutes. So we're going to keep the same position, the sitting one, with the ankle on top of the knee in here. And what we want is to make sure that we do have contact with both glutes and we're pushing as much as we can without feeling any pain. Again, so from here, chest out, breathe in, we're pushing, and as we're pushing and exhaling, we want to bend over a bit, okay? So this stretching is mainly for the glutes. You're gonna be feeling it only if you have a straight back. So let me turn around. If you're doing this, you will only gonna be compensating from your upper back. We don't want that. Our chest up, and we want to lean forward with our back straight. So. All these stretching position, guys, try to hold them a minimum of 5-10 seconds and work your way up to 30 to a minute. Going lower, now we're going to target the hamstrings in here, the back of our leg. And what we want to do, in order to stretch it, is we're going to get it as straight as we can, okay? And we're just going to bend over, remember, with our back straight. We're gonna reach for the top of our toes. Again. Inhale and exhale. Ladies, mind your bellies. Yeah, the belly should be in between of your legs in here as you're bending over. There is no pressure needed. If it feels too much, just don't do it. Try to stretch as much as you can your leg and bend while you're having your back straight. Breathe in, breathe out. Okay, now if we're going even lower onto our calves, we're gonna be feeling the stretch all over even from the lumbar spine here. Why? Because we've got the sciatic nerve that is from up here, from the lumbar spine, and it's having its innervations, and we're gonna go onto the glutes, onto the quads, even lower. So, from here, we're gonna straighten our leg as much as we can. We're gonna be pulling the foot towards ourselves, the toes. Back straight in here. Breathe in and breathe out as much as you can. We're going to pull the toes towards us. Try to stretch as much as you can, and you're going to be feeling from here, from the lumbar spine all the way down. You're going to feel the stretch. Last but not least, guys, we're going to be focusing onto the quads. Okay? So up till now, the last few stretching exercises were for the posterior chain. Now we're going to be focusing onto the anterior chain, and we want to support ourselves off a wall, wherever we've got around us. And from here, we're just going to bend one of the foot, and we're going to pull it as much as we can towards our glutes. What we want to pay attention to is our knees to be together. Try to stick them together. If it feels too much, just work your way up to it. And from here, we're just going to push the pelvis so we can stretch the quad. So we want to feel the stretch onto the quad, and why not even into the flexors up here, a bit higher. So how do you feel now after these 10 stretching exercises, guys? How are you feeling? Let me know down into the comment box below, and let me know if you were trying any other exercise. Who knows, maybe I'm learning something new from you too. Also, if you want to focus more onto the core and pelvic area stretching, I'm just gonna link down below another video that is focusing onto this area, onto the core area, onto the back pain relief.